All right, guys, I promise this. It's time. Let's cut the shit. Matthew Kruger, that 2-minute warning saved Goff and the Lions big time from a horrendous interception and defensive touchdown. They stopped moving because the whistle blew.
Exactly.
How many times, Matthew? How many times we got to go through this? Everybody stop moving because the whistle blew. There's that. And let's just cut the shit, Matthew, and say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. I was doing the watch party yesterday. The man was 12 for 12.
Yeah.
And was playing perfect. And people are in the chat saying, man, he's just not that good today.
I'm afraid when he drops back.
That was the line.
Yeah.
I'm afraid when he drops back. He was 12 for 12. Right. No one in the NFL has more touchdown passes than him since 2017. Since 2017 in this league. Mm-hmm. Nobody. Second in passing yards last year. Fourth in touchdowns. It's never going to go away, Sean, is it? It's never going to go away.
No, and I think, and listen, I openly admit it, I was part of that. 100% I was part of it. And because he was a turnover machine. He did make a lot of mistakes in his early times with the Lions and with the Rams. But what you've seen is the talent has improved around him. As the cast has improved around him, as the offensive line has improved around him, they have an offense that fits what he is. And you're lying to yourself if you can't give him credit. You are the guy that you were mad at 4 or 5 years ago. I was one of those guys. If Neil Rule had a conversation with me and tried to tell me that Jared Goff was this, that, and the other thing, I'd go, just stop it. You're being a homer. Stop it. Look at the numbers. Okay? If a guy changes the way he plays and he limits the mistakes and he limits the turnovers, okay? I'm going to say it again. I think part of the problem, Neil, when we have the Jared Goff discussion, there's no such thing as the truth is somewhere in the middle now. You have to either be this side or that side, right? And there's a cavernous difference. Jared Goff's a pretty darn good quarterback, okay? He's not the top echelon. He is, I don't put him in the, Neil, even with the most touchdown passes, I'm not going to put him in that top echelon. But you know what? He fits perfectly here. I think Jared Goff is a perfect fit for the Detroit Lions. And the proof's in the pudding, man. I don't know what you're looking for.
That's it. I don't
question. Know anymore.
What are you looking
I don't
for?
Know.
What are you looking, Matthew? Tell me, somebody, please tell me.
They looking for 80 rush yards, 356 yards on 12 attempts. That's what they looking for. I mean, I don't get it at this point.
Hey guys, here's a fun little stat for you. Since week 13 of the NFL season last year, you know who leads the league in interceptions? There's two of them. Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes. Those are the two guys. You see what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
What are we doing with this? And I'm tired of seeing it in the chat thread, Sean. What's your move then? I'll give you, the segment's got about 5 minutes left. Tell me your suggestion. You don't have one. Tell me someone that's better. There aren't any that are better, except maybe for Patrick Mahomes. The guy that leads the league in interceptions since week 13 of last year.
Everybody else is in the same boat. And Goff has accomplished more than your favorite quarterback has.
That's what I'm saying, with the exception of the aliens.
Right.
Stop. Save yourself some energy. Again, I'm not mad. I'm upset that there are people that talk like that get by in this society. I'm upset that getting by in society is that easy. Again, someone explain it to me. Someone explain it to me.
Do you know what it comes back to? I think people want him to be something that he isn't.
Exactly.
Really, I honestly, because I'm with you, I'm kind of done with it. I confess to my sins. This job is really easy, and I mean that. This job is very easy, and I'm blessed to be able. Well, I'm blessed to be able to do this for a long time. You know what's pretty cool about this job? If you see something, say it. Right? I mean, really, it's that simple. Hey, this guy's pretty good. He's limiting mistakes. All those numbers that you talked about, all the variables that you talked about, don't plant your flag in the ground and say something that isn't true anymore. So if it's as simple as you wish that he was in the top echelon of NFL quarterbacks, well, we can have that conversation, because I will adamantly defend you. The flip side to this, Neil, is there are people that want to put him in the rarefied air that he doesn't belong in. okay? He is not a top quarterback in the National Football League. We could waste each other's time and go down the list and pick the usual suspects and names, the top quarterbacks in this league, okay? But he's in the next level, and that's okay. And guys in the next level win Super Bowls. And I believe, and I didn't think this before, so again, I'm confessing my sins. I believe that Jared Goff can win a Super Bowl with the Detroit Lions.
And like Doug Fungus in the Woodward Sports Chat says,
hell of a name.
But he's paid like an alien. No, he's not. He's paid like a quarterback.
Right.
Like a middle.
He got paid like a quarterback.
That's the market.
Every single quarterback that gets paid is going to be paid more than Jared Goff. We've already seen it with like 4 guys since Jared Goff signed his deal.
And newsflash, he deserved it.
Yeah.
He got more done in a week than Matt Stafford did in 12 years.
When you bottom line, don't start that. But you know, when
the
you
real.
bottom line it, that's my point. Like Sean, I would push back on you a little bit because if you blind resume it, especially over the last 2 years, he is a top 7 guy in the league, maybe higher. If you blind resume it, just put the numbers up.
But he doesn't have to be top 5. That's the point.
But he is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. He's up there with just about anybody else you want to put him up there with.
Whether you like it or not, he's up there with your favorite quarterback. Whoever your favorite quarterback is. He's in the stratosphere resume.
Yeah.
You know, and then you'll say, well, Neil, what if they played? I don't give a shit. The production is the production. And here's something that's going to blow your mind, guys. Even with the alien contract that you say, he's still a value. He's still a value. He plays better. When this next wave of quarterback contracts goes through, he's going to be, what, about 12th?
Probably, yeah.
10th, 12th highest paid quarterback? Is he a 12th? Again, blind resume it. He's top 10 production. You can't argue with me.
Do you know, and I'm so glad that you brought that up, because this is, again, gosh, I feel so condescending, but I don't give 2 shits today. Are you new to this? This hasn't been a recent phenomenon with quarterback contracts. Do you guys remember who set the market back in 2017? I hate to put y'all on the spot, but do you remember when that quarterback class came up? Do you remember who set the market back in 2017?
Was that when Stafford did his
Derek
deal?
fucking Carr.
DC4.
Derek Carr set the market. Like, think about that. And once Derek Carr set the market, do you know what Matthew Stafford's agent did?
Reset the market.
Oh, thank you, Derek Carr.
Right.
Thank you for doing that, and we're going to reset the market. So there was that magical, 17 days or whatever, where Matthew Stafford was the highest paid quarterback in the National Football League.
Yep.
And everybody lost their shit. Everybody lost their shit. And you know what you calmly did? You calmly said, guys, you know that's going to change real soon, right? So to that point, Derek Carr right now, this is 7 years ago?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 guys are ahead of Derek Carr. 17 guys. That's the way the National Football League is. And again, this is where I go back to the NFL. Everybody overthinks the NFL today. The NFL is pretty simple. The NFL is get yourself a quarterback, and what can your quarterback do to the opposition? Conversely, what can the opposition do to your quarterback to make his life miserable? That's the National Football League today. It's been that way for a long time. But let's play a game of pretend. I just pulled it up. You want to play a game of pretend? You ready?
Yes.
Dak Prescott, $60 million a year. Joe Burrow, $55 million a year. Jordan Love, $55 million a year. Trevor Lawrence, $55 million a year. Tua, $53.1 million a year. Jared Goff, $53 million a year. Do you feel pretty good about that with some of the names ahead of it?
Mic drop.
That's the market. That's the market, guys. That's not Neil Rule saying it. That's not me saying it. That's not Stick, the greatest Goff supporter out there, saying it. That is the market. So again, if you want, I'll read those names for you. But that's the market. I would feel pretty good about that personally, and I do feel pretty good about that.
Before we go to the break, Chris Blackburn chimes in and says, remember, facts are mean.
They are mean. I'm sorry, I've been saying that for 15 years. Facts are mean.
They are.
It's not me being mean. It's not you being mean. Facts are mean.